Wisdom helps us understand. These are the things that change boys to men. Oh man. Welcome in, welcome in. We grown man talking tonight. I'm your humble and most honorable host, Real. This episode is brought to you by Henny and Coke. Diet Coke, because I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Old school. Grown folk, we seen it all. Done been through it all, haven't we? These gray hairs tend to speak our truth. We talking The Shy Season 6, Episode 6. Grab your sip. We're going to try to run through this episode quickly. Growing up can be a pain. Oh man, I really loved this episode. As I watched it, I wasn't thinking Motown Philly. You know, the title of the episode is called BOYZ to Men. But I wasn't thinking Motown Philly. Wasn't thinking BOYZ to Men, ABC, BBD. I was thinking about that good new edition song entitled BOYZ to Men. These ain't the same youngins we saw in season 1, are they? Nor should they be. We start off with Emmett being held accountable by Keisha. Last episode, Keisha found the racks on racks on racks in the living room ottoman. Keisha was not having it. She told Emmett, look, you put our family in danger. Basically, I'm out. Peace. Women typically don't want that trouble. Now, you could hit them with a gift from that trouble. They might ask you a question or two, like where you get the money. But after you hit them with that, don't worry about it. Got this. Just enjoy your coat. Enjoy your jewelry or whatever. Usually no more questions asked. But if they see that stack, or they see that stash, totally different story. I mean, Keisha knew who Duda was. How he helped Emmett with the house and the business, the cars. I mean, Smokey's is cool and all, but she knew what was up. And she rocked with it. Unwillingly, but she rocked with it. Emmett say he gonna make things all right. He gonna fix things. I already knew Emmett was gonna be a damn fool when he said it. I already knew it. What'd he do? Go get the gun from his daddy. Darnell told him he wasn't built for what he thought he was ready for, but he gave him the gun anyway. Emmett go home and practice his best Christy love. Like a new security guard working on his best intimidation tactic, because he only working with a flashlight. Emmett in the mirror talking about, freeze, sucker. I ain't no bitch. Freeze. This fool Emmett go back to the Grand Theft Auto headquarters and threatens the big boss, gun in hand, pointed at head. Emmett came in on that Master P like he was about it. I'm like, okay. But I knew it was going to end bad. What'd he do? Get up and do the face and bitch out. That's no diss to Emmett. I mean, we expected that, right? Emmett is not built like that, as his daddy say. The thing I didn't understand was after all that negative energy Emmett had last time he rolled up to GTA headquarters, they just let him roll up in there again with more negative energy. A good thing Emmett wasn't on that Master P. Because if he was about it, Duda would have been deader. Duda like, playtime over. Okay. Playtime over. Put the gun down, Emmett. Duda always give you the calm before the storm, don't he? He like, okay, playtime over. He talk real nice till he get you off guard. Then bow. Emmett like, I want to cut ties. I'm done. I want that old thing back. Emmett talking, he want that old thing back. He want to snap his fingers and everything go back to the way it was. He like, I want the old Smokies, including Lala. Now, Duda is not amused at this moment. He like, shoot me now or put the gun down and we talk. I don't negotiate with no guns in my face. Come on, Emmett. I ain't about to be treated like one of my victims or my enemy, so that's not what we gonna do. Soon as Emmett's hand and eyes start to lower, Duda grabbed the gun with one hand, smack Emmett to the ground with the other. Like, damn, didn't we just have bring your ass underlings to work day last episode? And didn't I beat that in front of the whole class for acting up then too? Duda like, Emmett, you got one more strike. You got one more. Now, Duda know Emmett is out of his league, which is why he hasn't shot him yet. Plus, that would be bad for business, so Emmett's still talking mess. He like, if you kill me, the city gonna come for you. I got people, and they F with me. They just work for you, so do what you gonna do. I'm like, okay, Emmett, but you still gonna be dead first. Kari get his fool, you work for me, and when you F up, I will check that I check in / wake up call. He was pounded on Bakari like whack-a-mole, like Penny on Good Times. Bakari was in that daddy no position. No, daddy. He was coming down on Bakari. Bow! Duda beat Bakari with his suit jacket still on, unaffected, tie still neatly in place. Bakari was on that cold garage floor, silent, getting mollywopped as a result of losing Duda's car in his joyride gone wrong last episode. Trig tell the feds he don't know nothing. Feds tell him, we think you helped dump a body. At a minimum. Trig is now officially shook. He talking to Fatima, his chief of staff, the men's group, Papa's pop. He trying to figure it out. And there really ain't no good option for Trig here. But he does pull a chess move out. Oh, he pulls a chess move out for sure. But if you talk, don't talk, they both bad in one extreme or the other. Those options are both bad. He had to pull a chess move. He gets slick about it. He figured it's now time to tell Rob about his involvement with his uncle's murder. Now we know the play here. Tell interested party Interested party takes out threat. Everybody wins, right? We'll see. He tell Rob that he didn't shoot his uncle, but he saw him in the trunk due to put 3 more in him. Rob took the bait. He like, you know what this means, right? I'm like, no, Rob. I don't know what it means because I don't think you bout that. Rob go to see his mom, having served half of his job of finding out who killed his Uncle Q. He go to get that money from Big Mama. She like, okay, I figured it was Judah. Go do what you need to do now. Go get this money. Get you some help too, because you ain't built like that. I mean, in the Shy, this cast, they were all really good people. I mean, they may have some flaws, but they're all really good people. You got a mama telling her son he ain't about that life. You got a daddy telling his son he ain't about that life. But they're going to try and be about it anyway, ain't they? She like, go do what you need to do. Peace out. My mimosa's getting warm. Can't recall the last time we saw Papa do a radio show. I can't be sure about last season. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen a broadcast in 2023. But they do a broadcast this episode. They talking about fears. Pastor talking about the most realest fear a parent could have. And that's not being there for their child, especially when they're still dependent or progressing through early manhood or womanhood. And that's real. One thing you don't want to do is not be there for your child when they're growing up. To have a child be fatherless or motherless, knowing that your child is going to have to fend for themselves, that's a horrible thought for a parent. And that's what he relayed to Papa. At that point, I knew we was going to be seeing him at the crossroads soon. I knew it. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm going to miss everybody. And I'm going to miss everybody. Marcus put that pressure on Gemma. He like, I gave you 3 months to get Maisha signed to Def Jam. I don't see no big chain around Maisha's neck, so fill out these damn college applications. Or don't. But F around, you're going to be up at Wilbur Wright. At a minimum, you're going to be up at Wilbur Wright Community College. You play around with me. Tierra trying to be supportive. She tell Gemma, keep working on your dream. You might need to add more talent to your roster, to make what you're doing work faster and be more attractive to record labels. Gemma like, okay, if I see somebody I'm feeling, I'll keep that in mind. Meanwhile, Bakari wake up hours later from his beatdown like midget from New Jersey Drive. Walk around town, not going home, minus the 40 ounce. Minus the drop 40 ounce, which has not been broken, still fresh, pop, top unpopped. He roll over to Lene's with the black eye. Nina like, damn, what's up with that eye? You can't see Lene though, she on punishment. He leaving the spot, get picked up by Jamal, who kicks it with him a little bit in the truck. This was a good moment. Jamal trying to school him. He like, man, I'll be careful next time. I just want my baby. Jamal like, you think there's going to be a next time? Bakari got on that Freddie Jackson. Talking about she all he living for. You are my lady. You're everything I need and more. You are my lady. You're all I'm living for. Bakari said she all he living for. Jamal dropped Bakari off. His long-lost sister is sitting there waiting for him on the steps. She like, I got a bag of cash, nowhere to go. Trying to get in the music game. Can you help me? He like, I would let you in, but you know, this ain't my spot. I'm just a guest here. She like, I get it. They look like they was related in real life. Are they siblings? For real? They look like they related in real life. Graduation happens. Duda show up to the graduation looking to talk to Bakari. All the men like, You want to get at that other eye? You going to have to do it outside of our presence, player. Graduation was a good moment. Like, man, these dudes done grown up. Papa at Kenya's, getting a rap with her and the little tight. He like, we good. I likes you, and I wants you. No diss to anyone in that situation, but that's a lot to sign up for. At that young age, he ain't even out of high school. Even if it's your child, that's a lot. To step in someone else's shoes, and you're just about to graduate. Not to mention that potential baby daddy drama. Kenya had the right attitude about it. I'm sure she's been here before with a young man, so she understands. But guess who also had the right idea about it? The preacher man. Papa slipped up and talked about Kenya having a kid. While he's talking to his dad, he like, you know Kenya, Minister Bailey's daughter, the one I've been drooling over, working late at Smokey's with. He like, you can meet her and her son at some point. He hit the Homer Simpson. He like, I'm familiar. The minister who sent that plate around 3 times, stepped out on his wife more times than I got fingers. Her situation is a result of his lack of family focus. And ministers, preachers, pastors, they be meaning that. He's like, I won't allow you to see her. And if I catch you with her, you're going to be working at the church full time. Papa like, but I'm assistant manager at Smokey's. Smokey's needs me. He like, I'm a Tupac smoke that ass if I catch you around Brenda and her baby again. If you heard a little thud around this time, a little thunk, it was the sound of one of Papa's balls dropping. The next ball dropped at dinner when the subject of Kenya, a.k.a. Brenda, came up again. Papa like, I know what I'm doing. The preacher like, I forbid you to see that young woman. How Papa know what he doing? I mean, for all my people who are 40 and over, when you that age, you think you got it all covered, don't you? Oh man, little did we know. I mean, whatever our situation was at the time, we got through it. But now, like the songs say, wisdom helps us understand. And these kids don't want our wisdom nowadays, do they? I mean, I guess when we were their age, we didn't want our parents' wisdom. It's a problematic cycle. But they here. Papa like, I'm out of here. Preacher man like, if you walk out that door, You cannot come back. All I heard was the final thud. Boom. The last ball dropped as Papa walked out that door. I'm like, damn, bro, you gonna be homeless over this? Nah. The fellas, young and old, getting a regular rap session on, talking about all the things they got going on. I really like that. I really like that group. Now they got the young cats involved. They talking about all the stuff they got going on. Man, I don't think we do this enough. Even with your fraternities, your Mason societies, I don't think we get a rap like that with each other. I think it's beneficial. I think it's helpful. Anyway, Dre rolling up, telling Tracy and Jada how Nina need to accept that lesbians sometimes want to kick it with their ex. I mean, who don't sometimes? If you're trifling. It's a lesbian thing. And Nina just need to understand. That's what kind of time Dre was on. They like, okay. Tracy like, I hear you. Sometimes I wish I could be friends with Duda. But I ain't. My ex list ain't a good one. One dead and the other a killer. Kevin and Maisha finally talk about his plans to leave. Don't look like she'll be going. She like, how about us? Some people can hold one another for life. How about us? I'm old. Shut up, y'all. Kev like, well, there's always FaceTime. Maisha like, yeah, and first class flights. Kev like, I got that. I got you on that. Prior to that, he stopped by his mama's house to give her and Dre the news, which Nina did not take well at all. She like, damn, Donkey Kong paying the bills like that? She like, damn, Pac-Man paying the bills like that? Nina like, damn, y'all kids always come by when some shit with me and Dre popping off. Dre trying to get Nina to meet her ex and have hangouts with them. Nina like, why you pushing this so hard? Dre like, cause I don't have no lesbian friends. Nina like, what the F am I? She like, you my wife. I'm like, uh-oh. Dre seemed like she in the middle of a midlife crisis. Now, I don't know much about the lesbian lifestyle. I don't. But I'm sure if you want to be exclusive to someone, the same no dealing with your ex rules apply as in a heterosexual relationship. She talking about, she don't know, like, us lesbians, we like to get down like this. I'm like, okay. It just sounds like you having a midlife crisis, Dre. That's what it sounds like to me. You got a little bit of freak like you, like Adina Howard. Everybody, the kids, all at a good little house party. Look like they at Jake's crib. Bakari's sister roll up in there. I'm like, how Bakari's sister roll up in here? She didn't come with Bakari. She just rolled up. The way she greeted Bakari, it looked like Bakari was like, what the hell are you doing here? How you get up in here? Good to see you though, but what's up, sis? What's really hood? She grabbed the mic and started rapping. Gemma's eyes got real big. Gemma like, okay, I'm on my manager stuff right now. Maisha had that little side eye going. She alright. Bakari's sister was bold too, wasn't she? She rapping like, none of y'all can't F with me. I'm like, you don't know a soul up in here outside of Bakari. What you talking about? None of y'all can't F with me. It's a house party. This ain't a rap competition. What's really hood? Gemma pushed up on her like a round-away girl, standing at the bus stop sucking on a lollipop. But to talk business, though. I mean, Gemma was about that business, but she did roll up with that lollipop like, you're amazing. She like, I know. You beautiful. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped it. I got options. Gemma like, okay. She looking at Gemma like a caramel candy apple. Jake popped in like, slow your roll, boss. Before you get deeper and deeper. This my girl. And Jake just slid out. Gemma like, you want to be signed? She like, I want you in between two pieces of bread and a place to lay my head for a few days. A home-cooked meal would be nice, but signing me to a rap label, I'll get back to you on that. Gemma like, okay, I can't help you with none of that. But if you're trying to rap and be signed, let me know. Meanwhile, Papa in a corner at the party, feeling the weight of his new homelessness status. At the same time, his pops is feeling the weight of a cord around his throat during a prayer for his son. And I'm going to miss everybody. And I'm going to miss everybody. Living in a hateful world. See you at the crossroad. Anyway, this was a good episode. I'm going to be sad to see this show go. I'm told this is the last season. I don't know 100%. But this is a good show. I think that the next half of this season is going to be a little crazy. A little roller coaster ride like. We're going to be here for it. I'm going to be here. You're going to be here. Till next episode. Till next week. Peace.